On a crisp autumn morning, the forest breathed with quiet anticipation. Ji-eun Park walked carefully between tall pine trees, her research equipment hanging from her shoulder. She was a graduate student, thin and focused, with sharp eyes that noticed every small detail of the woodland around her. The sky above seemed ordinary, but something felt different. Her digital tracker beeped softly, showing unusual energy readings that didn't match any known forest wildlife or geological pattern. Ji-eun adjusted her thermal scanner, wondering what might be causing the strange signals. Kilometers above her, a sleek spacecraft tumbled through Earth's atmosphere. Inside, Princess Su-yin of the distant Stellar Confederation lay unconscious, her royal blue uniform torn and her advanced communication systems sparking with damaged circuits. The ship's emergency protocols were failing, warning lights blinking in a desperate rhythm. The spacecraft had been attacked during a secret diplomatic mission. Betrayal within her royal court had forced Su-yin to escape, her small personal ship, damaged and rapidly losing power. She had made a desperate jump through hyperspace, hoping to find any safe landing zone. Earth appeared as a blue-green dot in her ship's damaged navigational system. The onboard computer calculated landing coordinates with mechanical precision, selecting the densest forest region it could find to minimize potential human contact. Ji-eun stopped walking. Something was falling from the sky. At first, she thought, it might be a meteor or satellite debris, but the object moved differently, controlled yet unstable. Her scientific training kicked in, and she began recording the object's trajectory on her portable computer. The spacecraft entered the lower atmosphere, its heat shields burning bright orange against the morning sky. Trees below seemed to bend, away from its incoming path as if sensing the alien presence. Birds scattered in sudden panic, their wings creating quick shadows through the forest canopy. With a controlled but violent impact, the spacecraft crashed into a small clearing. Massive trees absorbed most of the collision energy, preventing a complete destruction. Steam and strange chemical smoke rose from the crashed vessel, creating an otherworldly scene in the quiet forest. Ji-eun ran toward the crash site, her research, instincts overriding any sense of personal danger. Her heart raced, wondering what she might discover. Years of scientific training had prepared her for unexpected situations, but nothing could truly prepare someone for an actual alien spacecraft landing. The ship's exterior was unlike anything she had ever seen. Smooth metallic surfaces with complex, geometric patterns covered its hull, materials that seemed to shift color slightly as sunlight touched them. No visible windows or traditional spacecraft markings could be seen. Approaching carefully, Ji-eun noticed a small section of the hull had opened and almost like a natural breathing point. Something was moving inside. Her hand instinctively reached for her communication device, but something made her hesitate. Inside the spacecraft, Princess Su-yin slowly regained consciousness. Her advanced healing systems were working, repairing internal damages caused by the crash. Her eyes, a deep violet color that seemed to glow softly, slowly opened and adjusted to the new environment. The forest around the crash site remained strangely quiet. No animals moved, no wind rustled. It was as if the entire woodland was holding its breath, waiting to see what would happen next. Ji-eun took another step forward. Her research training battled with an overwhelming sense of curiosity. She was close enough now to see movement inside the spacecraft, but not close enough to be in immediate danger. A hand emerged from the spacecraft's opening. Not a human hand, but something elegant and slightly different. Fingers longer and more flexible, skin with a subtle iridescent quality that caught the morning light. The hand was followed by a head, then shoulders. Princess Su-yin was emerging, her royal uniform marking her as something extraordinary. Her movements were weak but determined, survival instincts driving her forward. Their eyes met, human and alien, in a moment that would change everything. Neither spoke. Neither moved. Just a simple, profound connection that transcended language, species, and the vast distances of space. In that single moment, an impossible journey was about to begin. Ji-eun stood frozen, her research equipment hanging forgotten from her shoulder. The alien princess looked equally stunned, her violet eyes scanning the forest environment with a mixture of caution and confusion. Princess Su Yin's translator device crackled to life, producing a broken sound that was somewhere between a mechanical hum and attempted speech. She took one careful step forward, then another, her movements revealing both weakness and royal training. The forest seemed to hold its breath. Sunlight filtered through pine branches, creating a soft green-gold atmosphere that felt surreal given the extraordinary circumstances. Ji-eun's scientific mind raced with 1,000 questions, but her body remained perfectly still. Communication? The princess's device finally produced a clear word. Her accent was strange, each syllable slightly musical and not quite matching human speech patterns. Ji-eun swallowed hard. Her research on potential extraterrestrial communication suddenly felt like a distant academic exercise compared to this real-world encounter. "I understand," she responded slowly, speaking clearly and deliberately. The princess's clothing was damaged but still maintained traces of advanced technology. Subtle metallic threads woven into the fabric seemed to shift color with her movements. Small circular devices attached to her wrist continued blinking, some form of advanced medical or communication system. "Damaged," Su Yin's translator device announced. "Need assistance." Her words were direct, stripped of unnecessary complexity. Each statement felt like a carefully calculated communication attempt. Ji-eun realized the alien was injured. Despite her initial shock, her medical training began to override her scientific curiosity. She took a cautious step forward, raising her hands to show she meant no harm. The princess tensed, a subtle movement that suggested advanced defensive training. Her body was lean and muscular, built for potential conflict or rapid movement. Yet she remained stationary, waiting for Ji-eun's next action. "I can help," Ji-eun said, pointing to her research kit. "Medical supplies, technology." She hoped the simple words would translate correctly. Su Yin's translator device processed the statement, running complex linguistic algorithms to understand context and meaning. After a moment, she nodded, a gesture surprisingly similar to human communication. Ji-eun opened her medical kit, revealing standard first aid supplies alongside her specialized research equipment. The princess watched each movement with intense, calculated observation. Her violet eyes missed nothing, tracking every subtle motion. A small device on Su Yin's wrist began emitting a soft red pulse. Ji-eun recognized it as some form of medical, scanning technology. The princess seemed to be running a health diagnostic on herself, even as she remained alert to her surroundings. "Earth?" Su Yin asked, her translator producing the single word as a question. Ji-eun nodded. "Yes. Earth, Korea, Pacific Northwest." She pointed to herself. Ji-eun Park, graduate student, researcher. The princess processed this information, her head tilting slightly, a gesture that seemed both alien and surprisingly familiar. "Su Yin," she responded, touching her chest. "Stellar Confederation, diplomatic mission." Their communication was basic, limited by technology and linguistic differences, yet something profound was happening. Two intelligent beings from potentially different worlds finding a way to understand each other. Ji-eun noticed the princess was favoring her left side, a potential injury from the spacecraft crash. She gestured toward a nearby fallen log. "Rest?" she suggested, hoping the universal concept would translate. Su Yin understood. She moved carefully, each step calculated, maintaining her balance despite obvious physical strain. When she sat, her movements were controlled, part military training, part royal precision. The forest around them continued its quiet existence. Birds chirped in distant branches. A light wind moved through pine needles. The extraordinary moment of first contact existed within this perfectly ordinary natural setting. Ji-eun opened her water bottle, offering it to the alien princess. Su Yin examined the container carefully, before accepting, her actions revealing both caution and curiosity. In that moment, something impossible was becoming possible. A human and an alien, separated by unimaginable distances, were beginning to communicate. Their journey together was just beginning. The small research station looked ordinary from the outside. A wooden cabin nestled deep in the Pacific Northwest forest. Inside, it became a strange mix of human science and alien technology. Ji-yoon had carefully hidden Princess Su-yin, creating a makeshift medical area using her research equipment. Advanced scanning devices from the aliens' technology mixed with standard human medical supplies, creating an unusual workspace. "Earth food strange," Su-yin commented, examining a protein bar with scientific curiosity. Her translator device converted her complex language into simple English, each word precise and calculated. Ji-yoon watched the princess carefully. Healing technology in Su-yin's uniform was slowly repairing her injuries, but cultural adaptation seemed more challenging. Simple human items confused her. A water bottle, electronic charger, even basic clothing confused the alien royal. Days passed slowly. Ji-yoon continued her research work while protecting her unexpected guest. Her university colleagues believed she was conducting isolated field research, allowing her to maintain secrecy about the aliens' presence. Su-yin's translator began learning more complex language patterns. She studied human communication patterns, absorbing information rapidly. Her violet eyes tracked every movement, every gesture, analyzing human behavior with remarkable speed. "Your communication methods are inefficient," she told Ji-yoon one evening. "Verbal language requires significant energy expenditure." Ji-yoon laughed. "We manage," she responded, showing the princess how human communication involved more than just words, facial expressions, tone, body language. The research station became their shared world. Su-yin learned about human technology, while Ji-eun discovered fragments of alien culture. They exchanged knowledge like precious gifts, each revelation creating a deeper understanding. Survival required adaptation. Su-yin's advanced medical technology helped her adjust to Earth's atmosphere, but she needed constant monitoring. Ji-eun's scientific background became crucial in helping the alien princess survive. "My mission was diplomatic," Su-yin explained, one night. "Conflict within Stellar Confederation forced my escape." Her voice carried a mixture of royal pride and vulnerable admission. Ji-eun understood something significant had happened. Betrayal, political conflict. These were universal experiences regardless of species. The princess showed remarkable resilience. She learned human survival skills quickly, how to prepare basic food, understand electronic devices, even mimic human clothing styles. Her adaptive capabilities surprised Ji-yoon constantly. Linguistic barriers slowly disappeared. Su-yin's translator became more sophisticated, capturing nuanced human communication. She learned sarcasm, humor, emotional subtleties that went beyond simple word translation. "Humans are complex," she told Ji-yoon one morning. "Your species contains tremendous potential and equally tremendous limitations." Ji-yoon appreciated the aliens' direct communication style. No unnecessary words, no complicated explanations, just pure, honest observation. Their days developed a strange routine. Morning research work, afternoon language and cultural exchange, evening discussions about galactic politics and human potential. Each moment built a unique friendship that crossed species boundaries. Su-yin's technology revealed fascinating insights. Star maps, advanced communication systems, hints of conflicts happening light years away. Ji-yoon realized they were sharing more than just survival. They were creating an unprecedented cultural bridge. "My people will eventually search," Su-yin warned one evening. "Retrieval or elimination protocols are standard for lost diplomatic missions." Ji-yoon understood the risk. Their connection might be temporary. Their friendship might be destroyed by larger political forces beyond their control. But for now, they had this moment. This unexpected connection between a human researcher and an alien princess. Survival wasn't just about physical endurance. It was about understanding, about connection. As night fell over the forest, two very different beings shared a simple meal, learned from each other, and prepared for whatever challenges might come next. Their journey was far from over. The sky changed color first. Ji-yoon noticed it while preparing morning research data. A subtle shift in atmospheric composition that her advanced sensors detected immediately. Soo-yin's body tensed. "They are coming," she whispered, her translator. Device producing a calm but urgent statement. Massive energy signatures began appearing in Earth's orbital zone. 3 large spacecraft, each measuring kilometers in length, approached with calculated precision. Their design was unlike human technology. Smooth, organic shapes that seemed to breathe with technological life. "Retrieval protocol," Soo-yin explained. "My absence triggers automatic response from Stellar Confederation." Ji-yeon understood the risk. These weren't friendly visitors. They were a recovery team designed to eliminate potential security threats. And she, a simple human researcher, was now entangled in an interstellar conflict. Soo-yin's royal communication devices began analyzing the incoming spacecraft. Complex data streams ran through her wrist technology, decoding communication frequencies and tactical information. "They will destroy potential witnesses," she stated matter-of-factly. "Standard diplomatic procedure for maintaining galactic secrecy." The forest around their research station seemed unnaturally quiet. Animals had disappeared. The wind stopped moving. Everything waited for the coming conflict. Ji-yoon's scientific training kicked into high gear. She began preparing defensive strategies, using a combination of human technology and the alien devices Soo-yin had shared. Her research equipment would become their first line of communication and potential protection. Soo-yin accessed her royal credentials, encrypted communication codes that could potentially halt the retrieval mission. But using them would reveal her survival and exact location. "Risk is significant," she told Ji-yoon. "Activation might trigger immediate elimination protocols." Government and military communication channels began lighting up. Satellites detected the massive spacecraft. Human defense systems went into maximum alert. Nobody understood what was happening, but everyone knew something extraordinary was occurring. First communication wave hit Earth's atmosphere. Complex signal patterns that would appear as random noise to standard human technology carried detailed tactical information for the Stellar Confederation retrieval team. Soo-yin's translator began decoding these signals. Her fingers moved rapidly across her wrist device, creating counter-communication strategies. She was fighting an invisible technological war using communication as her primary weapon. "They believe I am dead," she explained. "My survival changes. Multiple political equations." Ji-yoon realized they were more than just survivors. They were potential game changers in a conflict spanning multiple star systems. The spacecraft began deploying scanning technologies. Massive energy beams swept across the forest, looking for any trace of the lost princess. Trees seemed to bend under the technological assault, their natural structures struggling against advanced alien scanning methods. "We have approximately 47 minutes, Soo-yin calculated, before direct intervention begins." Their plan was simple but complex. Use Soo-yin's royal credentials to create confusion. Utilize Ji-yoon's understanding of human communication systems to generate interference. Create enough technological noise to make their location uncertain. Military bases around the world began preparing defensive strategies. Satellite networks tracked the massive spacecraft. Governments communicated in hushed, urgent tones. Soo-yin looked at Ji-yeon. "Your species is unprepared for first contact," she stated. "But you possess remarkable adaptive capabilities." Ji-yeon smiled. Their friendship had become something more, a potential bridge between species, between entire civilizations. The first wave of retrieval drones appeared, small, deadly technological instruments designed to locate and neutralize threats. They moved with mechanical precision through the forest, scanning every possible hiding location. Soo-yin's royal credentials began broadcasting, complex communication patterns that would confuse and potentially halt the retrieval mission. Their survival depended on perfect coordination. One small mistake could mean total destruction. The conflict was just beginning. The forest became a battlefield of silent technological warfare. Alien scanning beams cut through pine trees, while Soo-yin's royal communication systems created complex interference patterns. Jian watched her computer screens, tracking multiple signal frequencies. Their survival depended on perfect coordination and split-second decisions. Communication channel open, Su Yin announced, her translator device humming with energy. Her fingers moved across advanced technological interfaces, creating a complex communication web that would challenge the retrieval team's protocols. Massive spacecraft hung in Earth's atmosphere, their presence creating strange light patterns that made the sky look unnatural. Military radar systems went crazy, tracking movements that defied standard technological understanding. Su Yin touched Ji-Yun's hand, a gesture of unexpected connection between two completely different species. "We fight together," she said simply. Her royal credentials began broadcasting, complex encrypted messages that would create confusion within the Stellar Confederation's communication systems. Each signal was a carefully designed puzzle, challenging the retrieval team's primary mission objectives. Ji-Yun used her research equipment to amplify these signals. Human technology, mixed with alien communication systems, created something entirely new, a hybrid defense mechanism that no one had ever seen before. The first retrieval drones began experiencing communication failures. Their advanced scanning systems became confused, unable to distinguish between real and false signal patterns. Trees seemed to shift and move, creating additional technological camouflage. "They will become aggressive soon," Su Yin warned. Her violet eyes tracked multiple holographic displays that only she could fully understand. Military bases around the world prepared defensive postures. Governments communicated in rapid, urgent messages. No one understood exactly what was happening, but everyone knew something extraordinary was occurring. Su Yin's communication strategy was brilliant. She wasn't just hiding. She was creating a complex diplomatic challenge that would force her own government to reconsider their retrieval protocols. "My survival changes multiple political equations," she explained to Ji-Yun. "They cannot simply eliminate potential witnesses without significant diplomatic consequences." The spacecraft began changing position. Their massive forms moved with surprising grace, responding to the complex communication interference. What had started as a simple retrieval mission was becoming a significant diplomatic incident. Ji-Yun realized they were doing more than surviving. They were creating first contact protocols through their actions. Every communication, every strategic move was teaching both species something new. Suddenly, a direct communication channel opened. A senior official from the Stellar Confederation appeared as a holographic projection within their research station. "Princess Su Yin," the official announced, "your survival was unexpected." Su Yin stood straight, displaying her royal training. "My mission continues," she responded simply. "Earth represents a significant diplomatic opportunity." The official looked confused. This was not the standard retrieval scenario they had prepared for. Ji-Yun stepped forward. Her presence was unexpected, a human directly participating in an alien diplomatic communication. "We represent potential cooperation," she said clearly. The forest around them remained silent. Massive alien spacecraft hung in the sky. Years of potential conflict balanced on this single moment of communication. Su Yin's royal credentials continued broadcasting. Complex messages that suggested her survival was part of a larger, more sophisticated diplomatic strategy. She was turning a potential elimination mission into a negotiation. "Humanity shows remarkable potential," she told the Stellar Confederation official. "Our initial contact demonstrates significant adaptive capabilities." Hours of tension compressed into this single moment. Two species separated by unimaginable distances finding a way to communicate, to understand, to potentially cooperate. The official's holographic projection flickered. Communication protocols were being rewritten in real time. Negotiation protocols activated, the official finally announced. Su Yin looked at Ji-Yun and smiled. Their impossible journey had created something new, a bridge between worlds. First contact was no longer a theoretical concept. It was happening right here, in this small forest research station. Their adventure was just beginning.